people, here's another little small video. What we're doing today is I'm making sure people are showing up, making sure things get done. So let's just kind of look at things real quick. Like, so we're installing the shingles. So these guys are getting their thing done. Probably taking about 2 or 3 days to do what they got to do. But here's another interesting thing, guys. This right here is what you call the water tap. And typically what happens is, let me go on this side of the road. This is another subdivision, but they put the water main on this side of the road. It runs, you have an easement. It's probably about 10 feet inside of these property, inside of this owner's property. Now, if you guys know what an easement, well, I'm sure some of you guys do know what an easement is, but an easement is a small spot, usually about 10 feet inside of somebody's property line. And what it does is it allows the utility companies to come in and put their utilities in. Now, the catch on the easement is that you can build on that easement, but if they had to take it out, if they had to tear something out to access these their utilities, you're responsible for getting your property back together again, or putting whatever up again. So this is what you got right here. This is on the other side of the street, so it was across the road. So they had to bore across here, come all the way across this road, and had to run this right here, line right here, that copper line, and connect to that pipe right there, which is the water main. This is the water in the subdivision comes right here. And so this right here is going to access water to this side, which on this side you're going to have this is where our meter is going to be. See, we got to shut off, and this is where the meter is going to be. And now, we got temporary water right here, which is typically what you want to do. That way we can go ahead and have our bricks, get ready for our bricks. So we can go ahead and probably next week we have the fascia and the brick pocket up there at the top right here. We have that up there already. So we can go ahead and start laying our brick, guys. Go ahead and get this thing bricked up. Now, if you look at this right here, you see where the black part is? This is where the grade is gonna be on this house, okay? The top of that black part, that's where we got it waterproof, and it's gonna slope this way, okay? Even right here, it's gonna slope this way. So I got a lot of guys, we got a lot of dirt in here that got it in this subdivision, which is, we lucked up on this one right here. So we got a lot of builders that came in here, and they got a couple of lots that's going on here. They're gonna be digging, and they're gonna be moving a lot of dirt, and they trying to get rid of a lot of dirt, where they just bring it around the corner and just drop it off right here, and we can level this yard off, and it's gonna almost be just right, just the way you want it, okay? But this is a good little thing, a good little lesson today. So you can kind of see where they went in here and they bored through this thing. So see where they went in here and they ran that pipe all the way through. Gosh. And guys, that cost me more money. Well, I tell you what, man, it never ever works out on my side, guys. Seem like it's always something that costs me more money. That probably cost me about $1,000 just to bore, to run that line across this road right here. It's extra work that the plumber got to do, okay? Another thing we did too is, we was able to get that machine. Had an issue the other day with I guess the homeowners association was complaining that the concrete guy left his clean out on this side of the road. So got somebody to come over here, use a machine to scoop it up. So we get this right here. Looks like we need to pick that thing up, and I may get one of these guys with these machines to pick it up, put it in that dumpster. It's gonna cost me a little bit more money because when you put heavy stuff in that dumpster, they weigh those dumpsters, and if it's over a certain amount of tonnage, I get to pay the rest. But you know, you're looking at maybe $10, $15 more. But that stuff adds up, guys, at the end. So we kind of walk through this right here. Tell you what, let's just do another video because I want to make it short. You guys have a good one. All right, here we go. Got the guys up there. This is a good thing, guys. You guys can kind of see this guy right here. He has that harness on him. It's hard to see, but you can see where the cable is connected to him. So these guys are keeping their safety items in place. So here's what we got. The HVAC guys have showed up, so they're gonna knock out their stuff. Got the roofers up. And some of these guys are actually doing the fascia and the soffit as well. So typically, on the average day, guys, I like to come in and just make sure if anybody have any questions, anything come up, they can reach out to me. Make sure we're all on the same page as to what needs to happen. And so that's kind of my job here. HVAC contractors have showed up. These guys are gonna, you know, I think they already set one unit in the attic, and I just kind of had to get an idea of where the condenser is gonna be, the units that they set on the outside, which is the condensers. I typically like for those things to be as far away from the master bedroom as possible, but also not in the front. And on my roofers as well, you know, even on my plumbers, you guys, I don't have any vent stacks coming through the front, so I make sure there's nothing sticking out the roof anywhere. We don't want that. We don't want that look, so we try to keep everything at least at the bare minimum on the side, and then I shift everything to the back. So you guys can see where the black part is. I'm gonna bring in a whole bunch of loads of dirt. We're gonna grade this thing down like that. We're gonna run all that water away. You guys kind of see in this neighborhood right here. See that? First thing you guys want to deal with is that water. If you guys can see how this neighborhood is set up, this water, it goes downhill. It goes downhill, goes downhill. We're not the lowest, but the water still goes downhill. Over there, there's a lot of water that's going to collect over there, but I have to kind of bank on the fact that they're going to try to run that water around here. It's going to try to come over here. Well, this is why we set this house up like this right here. And once we get this, we get our grade in, it's going to be up like that. And another thing that I did, which I made sure I did as well, and guys, all of this right here happens before you do anything. Before you start building, or before you start doing anything, you gotta be thinking about all this stuff right here on the front end. Now, if you look at the road, and you look at where the slab is of this house right here. So this slab, the basement slab, and the road here, we sit up about 1.5 feet high. So any water that's coming around, or if they try to take that water over here on this side, where they grade it up, and here's what's gonna happen, guys. What's gonna end up happening is, because they cleared those lots right over here, it used to be trees, and it used to be trees just like this right here. And those lots are clear. They clear cut them, which I don't typically clear cut my lots. I don't do that. You're not gonna make enough lumber. You're not gonna make enough money from lumber for it to be that much of a, on a lot that's, maybe a half acre. You're not gonna make enough lumber off of that lot in order for it to be significant enough to, you're not gonna even make any money anyway, because by the time they haul those trees to wherever they're going, it's gonna be an equal wash. So yeah, you might make $400 or $500, but now you gotta pay $400 or $500 just to haul them over there. So you're not really making any money off the lumber. So there's really no need to clear cut a lot, which is why you guys still see a tree in front of my lot, because I just cut the area and I left some trees in the back so these people have a buffer, a natural buffer in the back of that house. Here's what's gonna happen. By them clearing those trees over here and clearing all that debris and all that shrubbery, water runoff is gonna be a whole lot faster and a whole lot stronger. It's gonna be coming. And that water is gonna come much faster now. It was already bad, guys. We had a river, we had a pond back there, but it was already bad. Now it's gonna be probably 5 to 6 times worse Now that water's gonna run really, really fast. And so our system here is we got this we have this home high enough. It actually looks good from the road. This is how you want a house to look. You want it to sit up like this here. And then we're gonna run that water away, so any water that we get, it's not gonna mess with this one right here. It's not gonna mess with that one, which is where you wanna be. That water will come, water doesn't go uphill, guys. And so what we're gonna do is, I got it to where we're gonna grade around this house here, and that water's gonna go around. So we got water coming, we got a watershed coming from the back of this. So that water's gonna come around, we're gonna run it around. All we gotta do is get the water on this driveway. And we'll swell this driveway. And once it gets on the driveway, this water's gonna come down. It's gonna get in this road. It's gonna run on down. And it's gonna get in one of these gutters here. So to get in this gutter, in that gutter system, and then it'll drain on out of this neighborhood. That's what you want, guys. This is what you want. Right now, we actually have, I guess that lot right there. So we have this house and we have this house. And here's the thing. So now, mine's gonna be a little bit different than this right here. This house right here has a lot of steps on the front. I don't want no more than 5 steps at the most. I try to get it down to 4 steps, which is why I did mine like that. It'll look a little bit more natural. All right, guys. You guys have a good day.